Yo, what up, friends?
Professor, anything you want to point out with the Olympics? Field Noah Lyles won for the USA in the 100 in a photo finish, for that matter. A photo finish for the 100. Any other highlights you like from the Olympics?
Yeah, definitely shout out Noah Lyles from the DMV area. So shout out to him. Noah Lyles killing the game in the 100 meters, leaning forward with a torso to because most people don't know. Most people think it's whatever limb crosses the line first, but that's not how it works in track, because obviously you can make modifications to your shoe to make them larger and still be as agile or things like that. So it counts as whose torso crosses the finish line first. And so Noah Lyles barely, but repping the USA.
I've been trying to get into the water polo, the handball. I was watching. It be some stuff that I didn't even know was sports, bro. I'll be watching like, are they throwing paper bags at each other? I didn't know that was a sport.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, I'm chasing the Team USA basketball, but just as far as the Olympics in total, SP, can you fill the people in on what you seeing on your side?
Yeah, man. The Olympics, the epitome of sports achievement. These athletes work their whole lives to try to get to this point. They sacrifice, they diet, they train, they do all these things necessary. So we've got to give them a salute, when they get there and they're actually competing against the other best in the world. And it just, I love watching the Olympics because it's the best versus the best. And if you like sports, that's what you want to see. When we complain about boxing, we talk about the best not wanting to fight the best. Well, when we see the Olympics, you don't have no choice but to get the best versus the best, because they're going to run you down through your little relays, through your primaries, through your heats, whatever it is in the sports you're in, to make sure that you're going up against the best. Obviously, we got to talk about our girl, the GOAT, Simone Biles, right? Winning her, I believe it was now 11 total medals, and 7 of those, I believe, are gold. The GOAT, the most ever for a U.S. gymnast. So she actually won the all around, and she won the individual in the vault using her Yurchenko double pike, which is actually now named after her. She has 6 signature moves named after her. The only person in history to have so many, which means that she's the only person that's ever completed them in competition. So if for that vault as a woman, she was the only one, and only one other person has done it, and it was the man that was named was Yurchenko. So now it's named the Biles. So shout out to her. We love her. Katie Ledecky, same thing, right? In the pool, she won her 13th and 9th overall in gold medals. So she's right there with Simone. I think 1 or 2 medals above, but obviously swimming a lot easier. Not easier. It's a very strenuous sport. It takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of repetition, but in gymnastics, there's a lot more technical, a lot more things involved, life and death kind of things when you're flipping in the air like that. So, and not as many events. That being said, it doesn't matter. They're all great. Surfing, I watch surfing. That looks awesome, especially in the waves of Tahiti. They got what is the other one? What is it called? Cross kayak. And it is just like 3 dudes just fighting it out, or 3 women just fighting it out in a kayak going down, and they get dropped in. It's crazy. So anyways, Olympics are awesome. I'm just really enjoying the competition, my friend. Right.
I was not aware that Simone Biles had 6 moves named after her, man. That's yeah, man. She definitely earned her spot. I did see the Noah Lyles. I'm proud of that young man. Team USA is looking good, man. I definitely appreciate because, like I said, SP, I'll be watching a bunch of the random stuff. I did catch that kayak, and that looks intense.
That's super intense. That's crazy. Big shout out to, I don't know his first name. I don't want to just make up some random Caucasian name just because he's Caucasian, but his last name was Hawker, and he was a long distance runner who was back in like 4th or 5th place around the turn, and came back to beat everybody, including the favorites, crossing the line right ahead of the favorites to win the gold medal in what I believe may have been the 1500 meter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 1500, I believe.
Let's
You're
see.
right.
Okay, yeah, and I don't remember his first name. I apologize, sir, but awesome performance. Shout out to the U.S. basketball team.
You think it's going to get interesting down the line with France, Germany, perhaps Canada, probably the next best, NBA team?
For the sake of dialogue, let's play a little bit of advocate on this and see what we can come up with. Are there teams that have full NBA rosters such as Canada and France? Yes. Actually, most of the teams have full NBA rosters if you count the fact that a lot of the players have been in the NBA at some point. Maybe not on the roster right now, but a lot of these players in the Olympics have been in the NBA, in the G League. They've had some experience there. But yeah, I mean, we don't lose. 3-on-3 is a lot different. FIFA has rules set to help other countries to keep up with us because we are so good at it. So the rules in 3-on-3 and the way that you can even qualify, it's a lot different. Anyways, rules for 5-on-5 are different too from the NBA, but it's just that we have the greatest players in the world. So it's not even like many of the teams stand a chance. Now, again, Canada, you got SGA there, Shy. You got France. You got Serbia. Some of these teams could put up a fight. So the favorite to put up most of a fight at the beginning was Canada because they have the most NBA players.
Active NBA players.
Excuse me. Right. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Right. Again, most of these people have been in the NBA already. So yes, active. I'm sorry. I can't even, I'm trying to come up with a reason how that they could lose, but I just can't see it, man. They got too many. When you're benching Jason Tatum one game, Joel Embiid another game, Halliburton for 2 games, like what? Halliburton would be the best on every other team except maybe SGA with and Serbia.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. And I've been trying to make more, Team USA content, but it's like, I like Canada. I like what everybody else got going on, but we also did we play them in the exhibition? I think we did get to play them in the exhibitions. I can't recall.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think we played a game against them in the expedition before we came over here. Yeah.
So I think that these teams are better. And shout out to Dom on this note because I was singing that tune of all the world is catching up, and then Dominique kind of broke it down. It's like, nah, it's just we ain't playing the kind of basketball that if we was playing some UConn 2014 Spurs type basketball with the Team USA, this would be even worse. We already got the talent. We could just go out there and freestyle for the most part, but we was actually running schemes and plays. It would be even less to talk about because I think that the only way we do probably fumble the ball at the 1 yard line is just having a bad game. Everybody come out there and totally dud it up. But you mentioned Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton. Respectfully, bro, we got Kevin Durant. He's literally a cheat code in Team USA, man. It's fascinating. But were you aware that he is now not only the scoring leader of the USA basketball Olympics, but now the rebounding leader? Was not aware of that.
Yeah, that does not surprise me at all. When it comes to Team US basketball, I know recently they gave LeBron the Captain L'America or whatever bullshit they're giving him now because he was in the Olympic team. Fine, whatever, let him have that. But when it comes to USA basketball, Kevin Durant is Captain America when it comes to Team USA basketball. He is what you said. He's a cheat code. He is now on his 4th Olympic team, and he is exactly what if FIFA basketball made a player and put them in create a player from a video game, was like, all right, we want to put a player into the NBA and we want them to be able to play with FIFA rules. Because remember, the 3-point line is shorter. You're able to stand under the basket. There's no defensive 3 seconds. So all of these different rules meant to help other teams because they're not rules that the U.S. is familiar with. Kevin Durant don't care about that. Kevin Durant got a mid-range and a 3 game that is pretty much unstoppable. And he's so lengthy. He's so quick, and he's so, just active on both sides of the ball that it's like, why wouldn't he lead in rebounds and points? And longevity too. Like I said, he's been in the most Olympics, I think, out of anybody now, out of any basketball player ever, I believe, for the Team USA.
He was the best dude out there because it's the setting, it's the format. And I feel like it's kind of like the same thing with KD. In the NBA, you got to have a certain schematic, a certain gameplay. And of course, I feel like with Team USA, not only playing with the talent that he's playing with, but just the format is a little bit more catered to his kind of game. Because KD just want a ball, man. He don't want to be famous. I think if KD didn't get paid any money at all, he would still play basketball. So he a purist, one of those old schools.
all day, every day. All day, every day. That's all he would do. It doesn't even matter. He does not need to get paid. Quick shout out to Mr. Captain America. Forget Captain L'America or whatever they named LeBron. No, I'm talking about the true captain of Team USA, Kevin Durant, who is now in his 4th Olympics and passed Lisa Leslie for the #1 top scorer in U.S. basketball history with 488 points. Shout out to Team USA's Captain America, Kevin Durant.
I think you got to
still lighting up the scoreboard.
I think you got his name wrong, Omar. A more improved Rudy Gay. Is that what you were saying?
What?
I don't think that's what I said at all, actually.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying.
Come on, Jake.
You and your Rudy Gay take. You gotta let that one go, Jake.
Really
got to be proven. That's going to be
that's a bad one.
That's one of your worst takes I've ever heard.
Oh, no.
Dude.
That's going to be fine like wine.
I've heard some pretty bad ones. That's pretty
Dude,
bad.
you got clowned on this show, and then you immediately went to another show right after, tried to give the same opinion to them, and then they completely clowned you as well. And the United States are leading in total medal count. But if you're just looking at gold, which a lot of countries do, because the United States has so many athletes and so many sports that inherently they're probably going to win the most medals every year or every 4 years. So tied for gold is China and us.